It's honeymoon time. Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the S.H.Figuarts Cowboy Bebop Spiegel, whatever you want to pronounce it. So Cowboy Bebop making it into the S.H.Figuarts lineup. Oh, what a day it is! One of the most influential, one of the most celebrated animes of ever, really. And what more to say? Then I want to have a look at it, and I really like the writing on the side here. Let's go. I gotta admit though that I'm kind of surprised that Figuarts got the drop on this when, arguably Figma are the kings of anime figures, if you ask me. So overall size of this figure, he stands at about 15 centimeters to the top of his head, which means he's about 6 inches tall, and I don't know what happened to my voice right there. So overall look and detail of the figure, face sculpt. Yeah, that's the first thing. I always praise the anime eyes of Figma. This one is a little bit plain. Now his eyes are plain by design, but this one's still okay, but I have more to say on the other ones. The hair is nicely done, super spiky, has a lot of detail in it, is nicely molded, so I don't have a complaint with that. And the rest of the suit also. I mean, the plastic is a little bit unclean, but that's minimal things. Just nothing really to, no deal breaker or anything. Just something to note that the soft plastic yellow is a little bit weird. We got some paint bleeding in the tie, and for the rest of it though, the paint is good for the most part. And I'm saying that knowing fully well that there is not really that much paint going on with this figure. We got the blue and the rolled up sleeves are nicely molded. Got the light blue on there, and the back has a couple of wrinkles as we go down to the fists and his forearms, which are exposed. What is going on over there? What is this? What is this? That's no good, guys. Yeah, that's only on one side from what I can tell. Yeah, just paint not even covering up. Okay, that's a little bit embarrassing, let's be honest here. And then down to the crotch piece. We got the butt and the shoes with like them really rolled up pants once again. And is that paint flaking off over here? Oh, the shoes? Weird stuff indeed. So for your articulation, the head doesn't really move back due to the hair. It does move forward nicely, does tilt side to side, and does go all the way around. Now there's some neck articulation, I thought at first, but it's really just like a little bit of wiggle motion side to side and rotation in it, but it doesn't really go forward. So as such, doesn't really accomplish that much. Let me get the head back on if I can. There you go. Now for the shoulder articulation, you have a big ball joint in there, which is, I think, connected to another ball joint. It's covered up nicely by the floaty piece in there, and has some very good motion, goes up a lot, down, straightens out, and also rotation on the ball itself. Let me bring that forward real quick just to see. Yeah, it goes forward a little bit, goes to the back, and overall, nice big ball joint in the shoulder, small ball joint in the fist, goes back, forth, has rotation. For the chest area, you got the upper piece, which is fairly limited, but it does still get a nice amount of rotation. Doesn't really go all the way around. I mean, I probably would, but I wouldn't force it too much. You can hear the noise that it makes, and it's not a pleasant one. So, still decently done. And then we have this entire piece under here, which is part of the jacket. It's soft plastic, so that will not get into the way of your lower hip articulation. Rotates around, and overall goes forward very nicely. And if you combine these two, goes also to the back to a very nice amount. He's just very loose. I'm really afraid that stuff's not gonna keep in place. Like with one finger, I can make him wiggle around like that. I'm not a big fan of that, having a new figure coming out of the package like that. Then the legs go out to the side very much, go forward very much, what the hell is that? And go to the back, because the entire crotch piece is soft plastic, the butt and everything around here. And then we have some rotation, because just on a ball joint, simple hinge in the knee. What is this piece sticking out? It just looks weird, just hollow it out or something. But anyway, down to the foot, which is just on a ball joint, and it very, very easily disconnects. Let me demonstrate that with one finger, just like, boop, and there it goes, on the floor. Stuff always just falls on the floor immediately. But yeah, showing you the articulation, forward, back, does tilt side to side. This one actually I feel like stays on better. And you got a toe hinge, which is frozen a little bit, but it does go up and does also go down. For the accessories, let me start off with the hands, hoping those will stay in there so I don't have to fumble around with it. You have two posing hands, well, kind of like open hands. Then two for the trigger finger for the gun. And these once again, just posing hands. And open hands, kind of like giving like a little bit of a peace sign. And then there's the gun. Let me see if I can look at that from below. Yeah, you kind of have just kind of grabbing, holding the gun, and then posing stuff. I'm keeping this in the plastic because I have to, if I fumble around with my fingers, it's just gonna be annoying. And it's likely to fall down, like with this gun. This gun is very nicely done. I mean, it's simple, but it is clean, it is black. And there you go. Does it have like an opening in there? What is going on? It's not so clean down there to handle. Well, okay. Joke's on me. Then we got 3 faces. One just kind of smiling face and one with a cigarette. That is very iconic and necessary. And as I mentioned before, look at these faces. Now, 2 things. Is it just me or are his eyes just a little bit too close together? And B, the eyebrows are really going crazy. On this one, they're not even cleanly done. They're kind of just like wavy a little bit and super thin at the start. And then the other ones are just like a thick line from one side to the other. And just, I don't know. And then we got this one, once again with the eyebrows, just going crazy. And the paint not really being, kind of shining through with his left eye. So, yeah, once again, I don't know. The faces aren't horrible, but it's just like they're just a little bit off, just by a tiny bit. And it's bothering me. So that's gonna do it. That's gonna bring me to the final thoughts. What do I think about this Spike figure? Well, this one's really a mixed bag. So overall, I think this figure is okay. Just okay. The thing is, the design is quite simple, so there wasn't really that much they could screw up, but they still did. Still have some small issues with the paint and a little bit with the unclean mold in the color. But as I mentioned, those are small issues which you probably will not notice once he's in pose. And that's really the thing. I've been kind of playing around with him, putting him in different poses, and he still looks really cool. The articulation is actually pretty nice, and the accessories are really what you need. Cigarette, gun. It's simple, but it really rounds off the entire package. So overall, I still do recommend this figure. Although, if you're not really a fan of Cowboy Bebop, I think this is a pretty simple design and a pretty simple figure, so it could be skipped. But overall, yes, I do like this figure, and I still think it's worth it, despite the small imperfections. And that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Spike wants.